what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about the new surveillance camera footage that has been released in the whole King Von situation. Now, before I get into the new footage that was released in the King Von situation, I'm going to talk about the Dallas rapper Mo that just got rushed to the hospital. And I assume, well, not assume, he was shot in the head and rushed to the hospital and I believe pronounced dead. So I'm going to read the article about the rapper Mo, and then I'm going to open up the discussion about this new camera angle that was released in this whole situation. So let me share my screen to read the article about the rapper Mo. Shout out to my subscriber, Chicago Reacts, who sent this in to me. So let me read this, bring you guys up to speed on this. Okay. This is a report from Newsbreak, and it appears that he was shot in the hand and back of the head. Okay. Somebody said he got shot. Wait. Somebody said he got shot last year, but it was fake. Okay. So just wanted to touch on that since that was being sent to me at the same time that I was about to talk about King Von. So anyways, moving on to King Von. There's new footage that has been released about or that shows another camera angle on what went down the night that he lost his life. Now, some of you guys have seen the footage because I posted it, and his manager also reposted my video. So there was a lot of people in my DMs after I looked at my DMs, and I woke up in the morning and I was looking, and there was a swarm of people, telling me that his manager had reposted the video angle that I showed, and a lot of people wanted to talk about it. So since there was so many people who wanted to talk about it and do a call in live and everything like that, I decided to go live so that you guys can express how you feel and give your thoughts on the new footage that's released. But before I do that, let me show you the angle that I was able to come across so that you guys can tell me what you think. So let me share my screen, and then the phone lines will be open. So you can see Quando Rondo walking over to the white car. He goes to talk to somebody in the white car. Over in the black car, people are surrounding, and you see King Von emerge from outside of that car. Once he gets out of that car, he starts to walk over to where Quando Rondo is at, and he immediately starts fighting him. Okay. Now, in this video, I'm not sure if a little bit of it looks like they're shooting outside of this door that opens up, but there's also shooting happening on the other side from Quando Rondo's friend or brother. But then the way that the direction of the people are running, it appears that there might also be shots coming from across the street. Now, I'm going to play this again. If you guys want to chime in and give your thoughts on the new footage that has come out, then you can click the link in the chat. I'm only accepting people on camera due to there being a lot of trolls. So if you want to give your thoughts on the matter, you definitely have to be on camera to do so. So you have to turn on your camera. If you don't turn on your camera, I'm not going to click on you because I don't have time for trolls. So I'm going to play it again. So they had drove, it looked like they had literally just drove in over there, and it looked like he got out of that car and went to talk to whoever was in that car, which as we know now, little Tim was in that car. And then Von comes and walks over there and they start fighting. As they were fighting, then this door opens and it looked like fire was coming outside of this door as well as on the other side. But I'm not 100% certain, but that's kind of what it looks like. But it's for sure shooting on the opposite side of the vehicle, and everybody dispersed and starts to run. Okay, so that is the camera footage. Somebody said another rapper was killed today in Dallas. He wasn't killed. At first, I thought the guy in Dallas was killed because it said he was shot in the head. But I read the article and it says that he was shot in the hand and the back of the head, and that he has showed himself on social media. So if anybody wants to come on and talk about it, I will open up the stream. Hold on, I got a few people coming in. But I'm not doing no trolling, so Nishology. Oh, hey, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I just think that all this senseless killing needs to stop. With not just the rappers, the drug dealers, gangbangers, and everything. Like, I'm tired of clicking on news, whether it's in my city or some other city, and just hearing about young black people being killed by each other.
What do you think about the footage? What do you feel like it portrays or shows to you? Because a lot of people feel as though his friends didn't help him, or they should have done more, or whatever. What do you think about that?
I feel like they should have not let him fight. Because what were they fighting over? The whole reason that they were fighting to me was stupid. And I feel like his friends should have not let him fight. And I feel like I don't want to say like it's his own fault, but a lot of these people bring it on themselves. They talk about guns, they live by guns, they shoot other people, and then when it happens to them, the family want to go, oh, woe is this. Like, just stop. Okay. But that's why
people said that they should not have let them fight. But my question is, if somebody is set on what they want to do, and if they want to fight, there really isn't much anybody could do. Like, I've been in several situations with family members where they're about to fight somebody, and then you'll pull on them, and you'll be like, nah, don't fight, and you'll pull on them, and they'll start trying to fight you. So
yeah, and in that situation, I say, like, let them make their own choices, let them make their own mistakes. Even with the boy in, like, I'm in Delaware. He is like 20 minutes away. His mom tried to get him to stop.
Your phone is going in and out. I can't really hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I covered up the speaker. I'm sorry. I was just saying, like, the boy in Philly, several times the family tried to get him to stop. And it took for them to have to call police, and then the police came and shot him. And it's like you said, sometimes when people got their mindset on what they want to do, it's not any stopping. But again, I don't feel like his friends are in the wrong for not doing more or doing less. Like, it just needs to stop.
All righty. Well, thank you for chiming in.
Thanks for having us, and thanks for your broadcast.
All right. Okay, so some of you guys saying that the guy Mo is passed, and some of y'all saying that he not. This report that I read said that he is not. Okay, so another report says that he was shot dead. I don't know. One report said he wasn't dead and that he went on Instagram Live, and then another report says that the Mo guy was shot dead on Dallas Freeway. So it's conflicting reports about the rapper Mo. I'm gonna show you guys this other report that says that he was shot dead, but there are reports that said that he wasn't dead. So I don't know. Boosie Badass associate rapper Mo shot dead on Dallas freeway. Reports Dallas rapper Mo was reportedly shot and killed while driving on a freeway in his hometown. Multiple sources confirmed with Urban Islands on Wednesday that Mo was driving on a busy freeway when another car pulled up next to him and started spraying his vehicle with bullets. We're told the shooting caused a melee on the highway with other motorists scrambling to get away from the scene. The local rapper's car ultimately crashing into a concrete barrier before coming to a halt. Several videos have since surfaced on social media showing a man lying on his back in the middle of the road while another man performed CPR. Sources say that Mo has since died from his injuries. This will be the second time in the past several months that Mo was targeted in a shooting. The 27-year-old rapper was shot in the head in December of last year, but survived the attack. He shared a video on himself with blood gushing from his head moments after that shooting. Oh, okay, maybe the other report that I read was from this incident that happened in December. It says Mo is a rising local Dallas rapper who has been long associated with Boosie Badass music label. Just last week, we lost another promising rapper, King Von, to gun violence. The Chicago rapper was shot and killed outside a club in Atlanta following an alleged altercation with Quando Rondo and his crew. So this report is saying that the guy did die. And I think that the other report that I read on this guy, Mo, was possibly the last year's incident. But I had just typed in his name and that is what showed up. But anyways, let me get back to the people who called in to speak about Von. Bianca?
Hey, I wasn't really calling to speak about Vaughn. I'm actually from Texas. I'm actually like 20 minutes from Dallas, so I'm very familiar with Mo3. All my timeline, they all saying, even on the No Jumper page, they're saying that he is dead. He had a lot of people that didn't like him. Like one of my friends killed at after hours as a result of like his crew having a shootout at the club a couple years ago, and he was actually fighting charges for that. I think they got dropped. And then they also said that he had something to do with Yellow Beezy from Dallas getting shot too a couple months ago. So I don't know how true that was. Like my whole news feed is saying that he's dead.
Yeah,
And we
the
all
first
from Dallas.
report, the first report that I read, it said that he wasn't dead. But after reading this report, I believe that the report that I read first was from last year. So this one says that he is dead.
Yeah, because I went and looked it up because I'm live here. So everybody's from Dallas or Fort Worth, and that's all on the page. And the pages that I trust, like No Jumper, they're reporting the same thing, that he was shot on the freeway. But that's all. I didn't want nothing else.
All right. Thank you, Bianca. All right. Sean SJ wrote me on Instagram, told me he ain't a troll. So I'm gonna let you go without no picture.
What's up, Nick? I'm a huge fan of your show. Love what you do. Keep it up. Hey, I just wanted to say that really, I guess about Vaughn and about Mo3, like, you know, I'm not really comfortable with everything I've been seeing. Like all the fans are like, "Oh, this has to stop. Oh, when is the violence going to end? When are black men going to stop killing each other?" And like, the reality is, like, we have to look at ourselves, right? Like, the truth is, Vaughn was a huge artist because he was quote unquote a real street dude. Like he just beat a murder charge before he got out a couple years ago. Like as fans, we are promoting guys who have lived their whole life being violent and being in the street. So why do we think all of a sudden, just because they get money, they get paid, they get famous, that they're going to stop being who they are? They are who they are, right? So the real question is, why do we as fans want to promote the dude that spent all his life killing and shooting and robbing and stealing, and then we want to get hurt when that person passes away? Rest in peace. Like I don't want to see any young black man lose their life for any reason. But what I'm saying is, like, as fans of rap music, we got to stop being surprised. These are the people that we promote. That's the kind of music we like to hear. We like for it to be as real as possible. So the more we think that person is actually about what they're rapping, the more we like it. And then it's RIP when that person gets killed. Like, we can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? So that's really what I wanted to say.
All right, thank you, Sean. All right, so we have Amadi the Ruler, who is a YouTuber on this YouTube platform that he keeps his ears to the streets, and he has a lot of posts where I'm able to keep up with what's going on in the street through Amadi, because I don't really be knowing what to be looking for. But Amadi has been keeping up with this situation. Amadi, why say your device not connected now? And you know, he is going to chime in and speak on it. He got to get his device situated. What happened? What happened?
I don't know. What's going on?
What's up? So what do you think about the new footage that was released with the King Von situation? I'm going to play it with you on here, and then you tell me what you see as it's playing and what you feel about it. Okay?
All right.
All right. So it's playing now.
All right, hold on. Stop it right here, though. This is one of the, hold on, because off top, when I first seen this, and I was thinking back to the interview where Track was with Academics, and he talked about like how many people was actually with Von. So when I first see this, because Von is gonna come from around there where all of them people is at, I just had a question: like, are all of those people with Von, or is them fans who know he's out there standing around his truck? I ain't for sure. Like who's over there with him?
You can see that the group of people that's to the end or whatever, those look like females. You see legs, those look like dresses, and those look like females. So that group is females. Then it's men around here. I don't know.
All right. That's all. I just want to look at that. So he came from around there. Like when I look at this video and I think back to what the manager said, like that part where he said that Von just hopped out the truck, took off, and bumped into Rondo or whatnot, like it happened just the way that the manager said it happened. As soon as Von seen Quando or whoever it was that he's seen, he dope fiending off top. Like he hit him as soon as he seen him. I think this video right here shows people. I rock with Von. Like I rock with Von's music. I listen to Quando, but I listen to Von and Durko and them like way more than I listen to Quando. But I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like he took off on old boy as soon as he seen him though. So you can kind of see at the same time, like Von definitely was being aggressive that night. And just looking at this part of the video, it'll tell you the type of person that Von was. Like he got down the way that he rapped. You know, what you heard about Von was exactly who he was. And I remember, you know, me and you was chopping it up earlier, and you was, you know, saying people were saying like the manager should have stopped him or whatnot. But like when you the one calling the shots, like he got a new visual out for Gleesh Place. You know what I mean? And it's like GTA, and one of the characters you can select is the OTF underboss. Like after Dirk is Von. Like nobody's telling Von what to do in this particular situation. Dirk ain't there. Ain't nobody telling Von what to do. So at the end of the day, you know, he wanted to get down with Rondo, and that's what he did. I just feel like.
Well, let me play some more of the video.
Go ahead, because.
All right. So as you see, Rondo walks from one car to the next. He walks over to that car.
Right.
You just give us a play-by-play of what you see.
I believe Rondo knew that, because earlier I was saying, well, did he know King Von? I believe Rondo knew that King Von was there. I think he going over to the car telling his homeboy, Lil Tim, and whoever in the truck, like, hey, these, you know, O-Block individuals, they here. You know what I mean? He see King Von coming right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he thought it was really about to be a problem, or was it going to be a conversation. I don't think Quando was ready for what took place after that.
He jumped out and started shooting. But my thing, he started shooting from the other side. But are they shooting outside of that door too? I'm going to bring it back a little bit.
Outside of this truck door on the passenger side?
Yeah. Are they shooting out of that door too? See, it opens and it looked like. Were they shooting out of that door too?
Yeah. It looked like somebody shooting out of that truck. It definitely did.
Yeah,
Unless they was making some type of movement to try to get out, because I think they ended up getting out on the driver's side. But if you can go back for a second, it looked like you see somebody's hand motion like it's a gun behind, through the window. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was, because we for sure
I never seen that. This is my first time seeing that.
Yeah, we
it's some type of motion.
Him hop out right there, boom, and then right here, it's like, is he shooting from right there too?
Unless that's a glare on the. I don't know. Look, I don't know. It might look like whoever was on that side just hopped out the truck on the other side and got up out of there. I ain't for sure.
Yeah, I'm not for sure on that either. That's why I was just like looking, like
I can see some movement around in there. They might have been trying to get out the way too, because they from what I understand is right after that took place is when the police start doing whatever it was that they was doing. So they might have just been trying to get out the way. And then remember, right after Vaughn got hit and him and Quando go down, Lil Tim get hit. So it was some fire coming from that direction as well. So who knows what was going on in that passenger seat. Man, I wish he could have took this back though.
Yeah, because he immediately, you see Tim right there, and then he gets shot, but it's like he gets shot from the other angle.
Yeah, because you see how he fell.
He
did like a flip or something.
But wait, this car right here. Okay, wait, okay, so look, okay, so when little Tim comes out, pay attention to the car that's behind Von car. Did that
truck, is that a police car?
Look, watch that car. Hold on, let me bring it back. Because it looked like somebody ran out of that car, ran up when he got shot. Hold up.
Let me see.
Bring it back.
Like he breaking it down.
Wait. Look at this car behind Von car and pay attention to Lil Tim. When they start shooting. Let me see. All right, Lil Tim go over there. Oh no, they didn't. Wait, let me see.
Yeah, they got up after he was already.
But he looked like
somebody like they got out of the car with something though.
That looked like security though from his
outfit. Like he had something on his back.
Yeah, that looked like, hold on, look at his outfit.
Yep.
When he got out.
Yeah.
That's like it say security, don't it?
Yeah. And the way he got out, it looked like he carrying a weapon.
Hold on. Am I able to? I'm not able to zoom in on this anymore. Oh, wait. Yeah, it looked like it flashed on his back. It looked like it says security. Boom. Like it's words on the back of his shirt that.
Yeah, like it say security, or it says something. Like it say something on the back. It's like you can see a reflection off of the lights.
Yeah.
Because we really haven't got a clear answer of which direction the police, was firing from.
Yeah.
But we keep hearing about it.
Mm-hmm. People talking mess in the comments talking about it's not Von's fault that BSN shot him. The F wrong with y'all goofy ass. Okay, Lena. Okay, Lena, girl.
No, I mean it definitely ain't Von's fault at all. You know what I mean? I definitely wouldn't say it's his fault, but I do wish he could take this moment back though. You know what I mean? Because he was so important to the people around him. Like I've been following Von for a minute. So like just seeing the way he interact with his homies, you know what I mean? Like when he go back to old block, you know what I mean? Some of the stuff he was doing. I mean, when we talk about OTF, we ain't just talking about King Von and Dirk and a few, people like Muwap and them. Like they deep. That's why I was saying I'm wondering how many of them people that was over there was actually with Dirk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with King Von. And if we think, if people know the situation of where King Von come from and what he survived, like, man, like he survived Chicago. This happened in Atlanta with somebody that wasn't even from Chicago. Like, it's just like, wait.
Some of y'all moderator. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just like way tricky.
The people is Vaughn had like nobody is saying like he deserved to die or whoopty whoopty whoop, but you got to be realistic about the situation and get out of your feelings about the situation. I got cousins who was murdered. I'm sad as hell that my cousins were murdered and killed, but at the end of the day, my cousins were shooters as well. So though I'm sad about my cousin not being here because I love them and they're my protector and they'll get down for me regardless, the end of the day, like you got to be real about the situation. If you have a reputation of shooting somebody, nobody is saying that, you know, oh, like whatever that y'all trying to say, but y'all are being fans and y'all not being real. And when it comes to a person who has a known reputation for being a shooter and a killer, you're not going to think, oh, this is all he's going to do. All he gonna stop at just fighting. You're not going to assume that if a person has a reputation of killing people, you're not going to assume, oh, today he only gonna stop at fighting. So to the people who keep saying, oh, well, Vaughn wasn't shooting at that moment, you can't, a person who is on the other side cannot assure that that's where it's going to stop at if the person has a reputation for being a killer. That makes absolutely no sense. Every time I keep seeing that, I'm like, I understand y'all are fans and nobody is trying to wish death upon nobody. Nobody is trying to gloat about nobody being dead because it's a sad situation. But if you get into a fight with somebody and you heard that they done popped this person, that person, this person, and they come up to you and they start fighting you, are you going to think that you're not going to be next person to be popped? Or are you going to think you don't know where this situation is going to end up? I think that y'all be thinking from a fan state and you want to look for somebody to blame and you want to look for somebody to pin this on and make it this person fault and that person fault and oh this and oh that. But you got to be real about the situation. You got to be real. Y'all not being real, I don't think. And it's not to put a knock on Vaughn. It's not to disrespect the dead. It's not to, do none of that. But you have to be real. You got to be real about the situation. And
you right. You right. Like I said, I rock with Vaughn's music, like they movement or whatnot. But I listen to a lot of Chicago artists anyway. But at the same time, like you said, we got to be realistic. And like if anybody has been in that environment before, we know it's several different type of people. You got some people who will fight and shoot, but you got some people who just fight. Some people in the streets really, it's a few of them still left that they'll knuckle up with you before they resort to pulling out hammers. But then you got people like Lil Tim who rock with people like Quando so tough that if you put your hands on him while I'm around, you're gonna get everything you're looking for. And that's basically how he was looking at it. Like Vaughn a real street dude, but it's other real street people out in the industry as well. You know what I mean? And not giving no props to Lil Tim or Quando or whatever, but this was just some street stuff that just took place in front of us, regardless of they in the industry or not. Like I just did a video on the M03 situation. He just passed. I don't even know if like they just reported that M03.
Yeah, I reported it.
So like his situation, right? You know what I mean? Like I know that he's involved in the streets as well. Like we starting to see more artists who are really street artists than artists like back in the day where artists rapped about the streets, but really wasn't in the streets. The internet didn't open up the industry to where we seeing people who are really still in the streets get millions and really get money, and they still haven't changed. Money ain't gonna change you. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Vaughn was on his way. But at the same time, he had that get back gang mentality.
Mm-hmm. I can't even block some of you heifers fast enough in my goddamn chat. I can't stand a person who just fan out and don't think about logic at all. That stuff irks my soul. It really does.
I hate it for him. I mean, his whole family depended on him. His sister, nephew, his kids, like I said, his homeboys that was around him. Like he was a way out for a lot of people. So it's a tragic situation for everybody involved. But at the end of the day, like for the next person who in a position that Von was in, we got to keep that in mind before we react on emotions and think about like, listen, I got a lot to lose. If I get knocked down or something happened to me, everybody gonna lose. So in order for us to win, I'm the one. I got to stay focused on what I need to do, man. And he had a moment. He's only 26. He lost sight of what he was supposed to be doing, man, and ultimately it cost him his life. I rock with Von.
Yeah, I agree. Let Trini the Bone go ahead.
And so personally, I'm gonna say I don't stick in Von music because I'm not the type of person that this is new to this new generation. I'm a person I like, Biggie and all that. My things on this situation is he made a mistake and it cost him his life. I feel like okay, but now I'm not saying I would have done. If I'm just saying if I was him, I would have not done it at that time because I said okay, there's a group of people, and if I retaliate, this is going to be the consequence of my action. So I felt like somebody should say, hey, yo, step back, like chill, don't do this. This if you do this, is gonna be the consequence. Somebody should just gave him a heads up.
Yeah, but he knows the consequence. That's the thing. That's the thing that people don't understand. He knows what the consequence is. Like, I feel like a lot of people have not been around people when they really getting active and they really like. I have people who like you cannot stop them. Like, if that's what they want to do, you cannot stop them. You could say all day, like, no, don't fight. Like, it's senseless, it's silly, like it's not worth it. But if that's what that person really wants to do, that's what they're gonna do.
And I agree with you. And I feel like when he did this, it cost him his life, and he made a stupid mistake that shouldn't have happened. But this is why I say we in the Black community. I'm about to say this in the Black community, we fight against each other without taking a step moment and a step back to think on rational and see what's the different outcome of the situation. And I use this term that my family always use. It's like what's in the gold mouth, the silver in the bum bum. So it's like if you do something, if you do something it's gonna cost you something, and you're gonna end up either dead in the grave or end up really at a point where I messed up and how I'm gonna fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, you have to really at this moment grow up. Like so I say, I'm tired. We Black community, we wait on to finally pay attention and like wake up. Like we wake up when it's too late. We don't have that mindset. And I'm tired of we don't have that mindset is okay, now let me stop to see let me stop to think instead
All
of
right.
reacting.
Well, thank you, Trini.
You're welcome.
All right. Let me go to Chicago React. If you guys want to get on, you got to show your face. I'm not playing with the trolls today. I don't got time and I don't got energy. So if you feel like you want to say something, show your face. Don't be a coward, because a lot of y'all be coming on here and y'all want to pop and y'all want to be internet trolls and internet thugs and you don't want to show your face. If you don't want to show your face, then don't come on here. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I hear you twice.
Oh, I don't know.
I hear you 2 times.
Just talk.
Okay, look. First of all, a Von the street dude. First of all, he a Black disciple, and okay, Von the street dude. So for the other dude to say he should think, that's not how we think. We're not programmed to think like that. You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to call you on the mother phone. I'm gonna try to call you on my other phone. I can't. It's like echoing twice.
Okay, I don't hear it echoing.
I hear it twice. Hold on.
Amadi, what happened? It said your device is not connected. I don't know what you did. But all right, while you figure it out, I'm gonna go to somebody else. All right, Ria or Ray.
Wow. Hey, Nick. I can't believe I'm actually on.
What's your thought?
I'm not
What's your
Oh, wow. I'm actually on. I look crazy. It's me, guys.
your thing is messing
Can
up?
you hear me?
It's messing up. I don't know what's going on. Danny,
Hi, Nick.
hey.
I just want to come through and show some love real quick. I'm actually working right now. I had to slip off somewhere. I just wanted to say rest in peace to King Von. But it's just a sad story that, them Chicago streets, they are unforgiving. Whatever beef going on between GD, BD, whatever y'all got going on, y'all really need to like squash that because we need y'all here. Like it's already white men killing y'all every day. We don't need y'all killing each other. So that's all I really wanted to say. And I just want to say rest in peace, King Von. I know it ain't really have to do with no BD, GD stuff, but stuff is probably gonna get ugly after this. But I just want everybody to just take a step back and just learn from this situation.
All right.
All right, Nick.
Thank you for
I
chiming
catch you.
in. All right. Amadi,
Yeah, I was trying to see what was popping with my.
you messed it up again. What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out why I can't get my camera on. Like, I don't know if I need to leave and come back in. Like, because every time I click on it, it says my browser is something, and then that's when it kicked me out. But I got so many browsers open. Maybe I need to close them all and just have this one open and turn off my stream and stuff. But nah, I wanted to say something though. I don't know if was dude talking to what was it, Trinity Bone, about saying think, or because I had said the word think, and I just want to know if he was saying it to me, because I was saying like I wish he would think, but I know like when you're 26, you don't be thinking like rationally like that. You know what I mean? Like, man, we don't begin to think in that way. So I understand that, but we still wish he would have thought about other things prior to doing that. Though we can still say that as people on the outside looking in at it, even though he's a street individual, and as Chicago Reacts was saying, he isn't trained to think like that. We get it, but we wish they would think like that, so we wouldn't have situations like this that we're talking about right now.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I get what he was saying. I mean, I ain't saying he wrong or whatnot. I just wanted, if it was me saying thing, that's just where I was coming from with that.
Yeah. So what you think about M03?
I really like I kind of did, I did a video on it. And I was looking around that stuff, but I wanted to come over here and chop it up with you. So I really don't know a lot about what took place. They saying it was like two people, him and another person. From what I want to say, DJ Vaughn is posting on Instagram and social media as well.
According to this report, it says that it happened on a freeway. So it says badass associate rapper Mo shot dead on Dallas freeway. Reports Dallas rapper Mo was reportedly shot and killed while driving on a freeway in his hometown. Multiple sources confirmed with Urban Islands on Wednesday that Mo was driving on a busy freeway when another car pulled up to him and started spraying his vehicle with bullets. We're told the shooting caused a melee on the highway with other motorists scrambling to get away from the scene. The local rapper's car ultimately crashing into the concrete barrier before coming to a halt. Several videos have since surfaced on social media showing a man lying on his back in the middle of the road while another man performed CPR. Sources say that Mo has since died from his injuries.
Yeah, I seen the video too of the individual laying down, and people on social media saying it was Mo3 outside of his car. It's been a lot going on with Mo3. You got a beef that been going on between him and Yellow Beezy like for like a minute now, and they both have been shot. I don't know if all of this is related or not, and I'm not saying that, but I'm pointing out that this is another individual who is from the streets who have been involved in gunplay and stuff like that, and it's the life that unfortunately a lot of rappers is living right now. So it's similar. It's similar. I think it was like last back this winter, I want to say, before all of this lockdown stuff happened. I want to say Yellow Beezy and them beat up his manager. They caught him at a strip club and beat him up. You know what I mean? So it's been some tension with Mo3 and people from the Dallas area for quite some time. I think he a blood, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Mackie, what's your thoughts?
Oh, Machi. Yeah.
You always say
with
your
the
name.
Mo3. Yeah. Which situation want me going first? Mo3 or
Whichever
Von?
one you want to talk about first. Go ahead.
Yeah. With the King Von situation, I feel like he provoked that, and I had an argument with a couple of my buddies the other day. Like I said, that's a rookie mistake that he did. Like he went to someone else's city, and what you thought was gonna happen, you getting off on somebody that's in their hometown, and they got shooters too. So like the dude, I'm not condoning what he did or what he did. He was protecting his friend, and as far as he concerned, all those people with Vaughn was gonna do them something. So he reacted like how any other real individual would have acted, and I feel like the whole situation could have been avoided. But I don't know the backstory on him and Quando. They might have had some serious things going on, but from that video, you see that he started it. He did what he did, and Lil Tim, he protected his mans like that, cut and dry. Like, but on Mo3 situation, Mo3 he got a lot of issue with everybody. So you don't know who did that. Like, but like we said, like when you're a real individual, you moving around how you moving around, you gonna have issues with people and with serious people. He know that, and to be honest, like in a perfect world, yeah, we would want all this to stop, but as long as there's money to be made and all kind of other stuff going out here in the community, I don't know what to say. As long as the money on the line, it's gonna be issues.
And men have egos. Like there's a lot of egos that go along with it as well.
Yeah.
Pride and ego.
Yeah, when you say something like it's more than just words sometimes. Like it's like the malice behind what you're saying. It's like what you mean by that. It's like, and they go one thing leads to another, and I don't know. Like rap is rap is a competitive, industry. Everybody trying to be the top dog. Like nobody want to be second. Oh, I'm second. No, I'm the top dog in my city. I'm the top dog in the rap game. So, and somebody always gonna challenge that. Oh, you not that. You ain't hard as me. And there's a lot more serious stuff going on too. That's just rap, but the way that nowadays the streets and the raps is so intertwined, it's like it's always been intertwined, but now it's like the internet just make it. It's just stupid how the internet is sometimes. Like they don't know the difference.
No, I want to say, can I say something to homeboy real quick?
Go ahead.
Hey, nah, and you right. Like and that's what I was saying earlier when you said like the streets and rap is so intertwined. Like rap or hip hop has always been a soundtrack to the streets, but now we getting to see more and more rappers who really come from that lifestyle. So it was always people getting into stuff like this who lives might have got lost doing some of the things that we seen Von doing down in Atlanta. He just happens to be a rapper. He's still a street dude. He just happens to rap now. You know what I mean? And he get money, and he's not him or you like Mo3 or any other rappers that we see catching cases over street stuff. These guys, just because they get money, don't mean they're gonna change their lifestyles, because that's not who they are. That's not their personality. That's not what they used to. That's not the environment they come from. They love going back to the hood. They love being around it, especially at the age of 26. I think Mo3 was 27. You know what I mean? Like, it's what they into. And then you gotta grow out of that. That's not something I can just tell you, like, hey, King Von, don't do this no more. And he be like, you know what? You right, Amadi. No, he has to grow out of that. He has to go through some things, and hopefully he don't lose his life. So he, understand, like, you know what? Life is worth more than me getting into it over. I don't even know what them two was even into it about, but I think it was anybody from that camp, anybody from I don't want to say NBA but 4K Trey, anybody from that association. They was gonna get that work regardless when Von seen him, according to the manager.
Not to cut you off, I have a little insight on that. I'm actually from Baton Rouge.
Okay.
And like I said, I don't know what Quando and King Von had going on personally, but like it's not really it's no static enough between like those camps to really kill some. It's like the word on the street ain't like it's not like that about Von for him to die. That's why I said I don't know what him and Quando had. The way he attacked Quando, they look like they had their own thing going on. But as far as like
personal,
yeah, all the other gangs, they not really. It's nobody really speaking on 600 and all them like that. Like a lot of cats like this way don't really even know them like that. You know what I'm saying? They'll be speaking on them. So it's like that's something Rondo had going on. But anyway, Rondo is a part of that. So I mean, we'll see. But
all right.
It was some stuff that dude was saying. I was, what I mean? He was on point. He said he was from Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. Let me let a couple more people on, and then we gonna wrap the live. Sky.
Hey, Nick.
Hey.
I get frantic every time I come on your show. I missed the beginning part of the live, but I'm not seeing what everybody else is seeing. Now, when I look at the video, I see King Von walking towards the club. Okay. Now, if you look at that white truck, that truck is parked directly in front of the door, and it's not even in a parking spot. So I feel like they were.
Oh, man, it shows them driving into the driveway. You didn't see that part?
So they drove in and stopped.
Yeah, the footage starts when they're driving in, and then they stop, and then Quando walks to that car, and then Von comes around.
Right. So when it looks like to me when Von was walking towards the club, it seems like Quando Rondo was walking directly into him. Like I don't see that King Von walked into him.
Somebody probably called out to him, like, "Hey, what's up?" or something. We don't hear audio, but obviously he got alerted that something was. You see a mob of people. I'm gonna assume that somebody yelled out and said something.
I don't know. It just looks like Quando Rondo just walked directly into him, and to my understanding, they had words before, so that's probably why he fopped them up like that, because a lot of times it's normally about disrespect, so it's not even about anything else but disrespect. You were talking off of the mouth, you on the internet yapping, so now I'm gonna see you, so now I'm gonna put my hands on you. It can be as simple as that for somebody in Chicago, but and also all over the world, because to me, if somebody's talking crap and it looked to me like he walked up on him, I'm sorry, maybe y'all don't see that, but he looked up to me.
You don't see that Von's walking to him? You're saying that
Von is walking to the club. Nick, if you look at Rondo is walking towards he's walking towards, I guess, the other way, because they meet together. It could be a freak coincidence. It can be
a coincidence.
Yes. Come on now, Nick. If you look at it, you don't see Quando walking towards Von. Come on now.
I see two men walking towards each other.
Okay, I'll give you that. I will give you that. Let's say they're walking towards each other, and then Von did swing first. And that's just what it is, but we don't know why, or what happened or anything like that. But I don't know. It just looks like a setup to me, because how do you just start fighting and then people are trying to say, oh, it's self-defense. How is it self-defense when he wasn't even in the fight? The guy that shot him was not in the fight. He was in the car. He came from the other side of the car, and you start busting on somebody. How is that self-defense?
Because people look at it like he was protecting his brother.
Well, I mean, that's not self-defense. I mean, in the court of law, I mean, I get it, but that's not self-defense, though. But I mean, it's just tragic because
go back and look at the video again. Don't you see these cars driving in? You missed that.
Right. I see that. Okay, now that right there is Quando Rondo walking towards the white door. Now watch this. Watch this. Look, we breaking it down slow. Like, watch this.
Quando know they over there though. I will say that he know he over there.
Let's go. That's who is that? He got it. He telling it.
So you saying he walking to the club? He
now
not.
Look right there. Quando walked right into him, and boom. See, you see that, Neat? You missed that, Neat.
You saying that Von is walking to the club?
Yeah.
Von looking for Quando. Remember, the manager said his homeboy came up to him and said, "Hey, Quando over there asleep, meaning he over there lacking." Von hop out the car looking for he hop out the car according to the manager looking for Quando, but didn't even know exactly where Quando was even located.
Exactly, but he's walking
to each other.
Right. And
But Quando seen Von coming. He already know he over there.
There you go. So if he seen Von coming
over there,
if he seen Von coming, why didn't he move if he didn't want no confrontation? Look,
see, Von turned his head. Von was looking for him.
Yeah, now Von was
like, oh, there he going, fired on him
and got him. Yep. That's exactly how it went. But they trying to make it like Quando was innocent. No, he knew.
Nah, Quando knew what was. I mean, he knew it. I don't think he knew he was gonna steal on him, but he
didn't know that.
Had it. You can tell by his body language. He knew it was like, man, like maybe we gonna be able to talk this shit out. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe we're gonna be able to talk this stuff out. You know what I mean? Not, he didn't think he was going. I don't know, because he walked up to him with his arms down, unless he just can't fight.
That's what I was saying. He don't have
that would have never
nothing.
Yeah, I would have never got that close to him. If I know it's static, I'm not letting you get that close to me with my hands down like that.
And you see what he just said, and that is why I say that King Von responded like any man would. You never let a man get that close to you without swinging first. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's it.
Oh,
all right. Thank you.
Word.
All right, see ya.
Hey, Nick, Von had a little work.
Beauty?
Pretty much.
Beauty?
Yeah, I'm here.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to get on here because I'm from Chicago. I'm from the south side of Chicago. And I see all the little goofy comments. My whole thing is, my perspective on the video is this. We from Chicago, so like when we see our ops, ain't no more talking, bro. When I see you, it's up there. And I know, I understand, like, that's a fucked up, you know what I'm saying?
No cursing.
My bad. Well, that's a mess up, you know what I'm saying, man's perspective to have in Chicago, but that's survival, bro. So if you got that mentality and that's how you was raised on and that's all you see, because come on now, y'all talking like Von grew up, coming out the one, I just want to kill. Nah, y'all got to understand something. When you in the city and you out here and you with your friends or whatever, it's guys or ops, other people from positions that's going to try to get down on you. You feel me? So you got to protect yourself. So it's either fight or flight. You feel me? So it ain't like this man went out and was just killing innocent people, doing stuff to innocent people. It was always, you know what I'm saying, somebody trying to get at him or his homeboys who they with, and they dump back. That's just as simple as that. That's a hard reality that don't nobody want to accept. But at the same sense, what took place in this video, to me, my whole thing, how I see it, Rondo knew Von was there, just like Von knew Rondo was there. But whole time, you can tell and see in Rondo's body, he didn't really want no smoke. He's standing there, he's talking, because Tim, all his homeboys, if you pay attention, they all was in the car. With nobody on the side of Quando. Everybody in the car, so they already got their mind made up. You know what I'm saying? We probably more likely knowing this man on paper, so he can't be around guns. He can't have guns. So we know this man ain't gonna be armed, but he got a lot of bodies with him. So we know he can't, you know what I'm saying, certain moves he can't make. So we got one up on him. If this dude come over here on dummy, we got one on him. And that's exactly what took place. When first of all, Rondo, he don't have
interrupt you right there. I don't think just because, I mean, I understand why he didn't have a gun in that moment, but that's not always true that just because you on paperwork that you're not going to carry a gun. Because I know several people.
Nah, I know that. I'm just saying, like, it's a good chance that you're not going to have one. Because sometimes in certain cities, these policemen, they don't like certain artists. So they can get on dummy with them at any given time. You feel me? So, like, that's just to protect himself. He'll be a fool to get caught with a gun and he trying to beat a murder case. You feel me? So that just don't look good on him. So my whole thing is this. If you pay attention, Rondo did not want no smoke with Vaughn. And they already had pose on him in that car. That's why his body was that relaxed. That's why he was the way that he was. Because they already had talks like, look, this nigga come over here on dummy, we up it. And that's exactly what took place. Because when Vaughn walked up, as from Chicago, because we on that. When we see you, we on that. We're not gonna let you bust first or hit us first. Come on now, I see you. What up? Talk up, have that same energy that you had before when we was beefing. Keep that same energy. So when Vaughn seen them, and Vaughn wasn't finna hesitate. He walked from his entourage, came out his car as y'all seen. Walked up to Quando, ain't do no talking. What? Ain't no need to talk, and start swinging off the man. What y'all see Tim do? Tim seen that shit, got out the car. My bad. Seen that, got out the car, ran around the opposite way because he knew where Vaughn and Quando was at, ahead of the crowd. So he got the ups. I'm already got a pole on me in the car. I already know what I'm finna do. That passenger back door came open just like that front door. When y'all was saying like, did somebody shoot from there? It wasn't no fire. Didn't nobody shoot from that direction. The only ones who started shooting was Tim shot first, and then you see the security guard trying to up, and then if you pay attention in the middle of the road, you got a police officer, on-duty cop, that's right there in his squad car out shooting. So you got a lot of shots that's coming in different directions. So that's why y'all see the crowd at that point scattering and everybody move around, but Muggs trying to still grab Keem Vaughn. My whole thing is this. You know, I don't like the fact that everybody's speaking down on my boy, like, you know, like he just came out the womb, like just started drilling and killing, and that's just something he wants to do. No, that ain't how it always is in Chicago.
To perceive my commentary as talking down on him, but you have to be real as well about the situation. I don't think that being real and saying, calling a spade being talking down on somebody, because that's the lifestyle that they live in and that's the lifestyle that he chose.
But if that's what you forced to live with and that's your reality that's around you, but what is you supposed to do? If you getting your money, that's what you're gonna do.
Dead in the grave. And if I talk about it, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna paint the picture of what it's not. They were shooters and they got shot. That's not
right. But in this situation, right. But my thing is this, right? I'm not trying to call a spade, but it is what it is. If you out here and you trying to get money just to survive, or you doing stuff to, you know, get on or whatever, and somebody trying to knock you down, then what you gonna do? You gonna protect yourself regardless of the situation, or you just might got somebody that just don't like you or try to take you out just cause you from a different set. Just off that. And from there, it can start a whole war from there. And you got to protect yourself every day. Like literally every day.
I don't think y'all saying, I don't even think y'all I ain't gonna say disagreeing, but y'all are saying the same thing. What Neek is saying and what you were saying, his what happens in your life actually turns you or creates the person that you are. So we're not doubting that Vaughn wasn't born a certain way, but between then him being born and now, he went through a lot of different stuff that made him, into his words, a demon. He's talking about it on his new album. You know what I mean? Like, he on demon time. Like, you know what I mean? He was a part of you, because you from Iraq. He's a part of the Get Back gang. Like, we know the history of what Von done been through. We know about him losing T-Roy, like somebody that was his best friend. Like, you know what I mean? Some of the things we know, all of what he done been through.
Yeah, then a lot of problem is too. A lot of us in Chicago, we go through a lot of trauma and see a lot of trauma, and we don't get help. You feel me?
Right.
So we deal with
Exactly.
things in our own way. But my whole thing is, I just don't like the fact that everybody trying to make it like, oh my God, he's gone, so that's what he gets, and he played himself, and he the one that started it. Nah, they know he started it because actually
I don't
Rondo and them
think that
crew
people are saying that
started it.
that's the life. If that's the life that you chose, it's like that's what's known. Like I got people right now, like what comes with it. You know that this life is gonna end you in either two places. It's gonna end you there or in jail. And it's not talking down on somebody, it's not making
But
it.
he changed his ways though. Vaughn wasn't even on that type of time no more. Vaughn been got out of that type of time a long time ago.
Not at him. He's literally fighting a murder, not a murder, but he's fighting a case from them.
Allegedly, y'all gotta understand too. I'm not gonna lie. Vaughn gave these CPC people hell. You feel me? So it's a lot of dirty ass cops out here. People be trying to pin stuff on people. Again, if he was a killer, he should have been found guilty. He was not found guilty, even on this case that's still pending on Dirk. You feel me? They don't have no witness. They don't have enough evidence. It's bull crap. They just don't like them because they Chicago drillers and what they rap about and talk about. And it's just unfortunate starting out before they got to where they was in their careers. You feel me? What Kevon used to do. It was like any other kid out here, just doing stupid shit. You feel me? Like,
All right. Thank you, Beauty.
all right.
All right. Sammy Sosa.
I just got a few things to say. I ain't gonna be on here long. Like my first thing is, we looking at it like they is regular people. They is not regular people. He was at that club. That club promoted him to be there. So for his dude to even pull up over there, he had to be going over there looking for some kind of problem.
Well,
Like
I'm gonna stop you right
get
there. They were not at the club that he was promoted to be at. He wasn't promoted to be.
Oh, that's not what happened. Okay,
No.
I'm wrong about that.
I'm gonna just correct part of what you're saying. So he was promoted to be at Opium. He went to Opium. They left Opium, and then he went to the hookah lounge. The hookah lounge wasn't. He wasn't slated to be there. That wasn't a part of his.
Okay. I'm wrong about that. That's my first thing. My second thing is this, man. I like Vaughn. I did like his music and all of that, and he was talented, and I was happy for him. But at the same time, I mean, we gotta be honest. The man was talking about some wild stuff, disrespectful stuff, saying names about people that really died, the things that he used to do, whatever, he might have changed his life. But these are people who got family members, and they got to sit here and listen to you talk about this, and this about how you did this to their people. And when you live by it, you're going to die by it. You know what I mean? That's all I want to say. I respect it. I respect dude. I like his music. But at the same time, we got to really understand, like, if we all promoting this type of music, then we all is responsible for what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I say.
Can I highlight before you leave?
All right, wait, before you say something, I want to talk to Sarah because comprehension is lacking a lot of people. And I'm sorry that everybody wasn't born with the same common sense, nor were they born with the same comprehension. I'm not judging King Von for the life choices that he chose. I'm not judging him. I'm not sitting here casting a stone and saying that what he did was X, Y, and Z. I'm calling a spade. If you are a shooter, if you are a gang member, if you are in that life, what comes with that is the reciprocation of what you're giving out. You pushing a line on people in the streets, somebody is going to push the line back on you. That's not talking down on him. That's being realistic about the situation. And I'm sorry that a lot of you guys are blinded by, I don't know, lack of comprehension, lack of common sense. I don't know what it is, but nobody's talking down on him. I'm not talking down on him. I'm not disrespecting him. I'm speaking about a situation that if you are in a certain lifestyle, there is things that come with that lifestyle. Nobody was talking down on him by saying that.
Yeah, I agree completely. I really do. It's sad situation, but I don't know. It comes with
I on the one part real quick. I know you ready want to close out, but Sammy Sosa was talking about how Von talked about his ops, dead homies and stuff on his songs. And like, I mean, it didn't even matter if he was on the song with whoever, his part was gonna be talking about somebody from the opposition. But at the same time, like on the outside looking in, when I first started like paying attention to the drill music and covering it, I was looking at it like everybody else, and I still look at it sideways because I don't believe in doing stuff like that. But once I seen that it's a sick game that's being played between the rival neighborhoods, and they keeping a score of who winning and who's losing, and they celebrate and laugh when each other's friends die, and they do this on social media. Like everybody, a lot of the members in Chicago have Twitter accounts, and they've been doing this. I mean, I can go back to 2011 and 12 when King Von and some of the guys that ain't even hear from the other side was going back and forth with each other. Melly, somebody who recently, got took out of here in Chicago, just going back and forth on social media. If my homeboy died, they go on social media at me and say something disrespectful. And I mean, it got to stop. But who that's respected from any of these neighborhoods, Taekwon World, O Block, all of these different neighborhoods, STL in Chicago, who from them neighborhoods that's respected is gonna say, let's stop it? Because you got to be respected to even talk to them. I mean, Chicago is different. It's a different city.
Yeah. Man, I agree, man. The whole situation is sad. It's unfortunate. I'm about to get off this thing. I just wanted to say my little piece. Rest in peace. But at the same time, when you live by this and people promote this, then this type of stuff happens. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. We all promoted it and like it was good, and then once it happened to him, now it's a bad thing. But at the same time, we love his music, and that's all he talked about. And it's sad, and it's unfortunate, but we all got to look at each other, ourselves, for promoting that type of stuff. That's
And
all.
stop using sides. Y'all don't know Quando or King Von. You feel what I'm saying? Like they both like, at the end of the day, if we want to just be on some community type stuff, they both are people. So we don't want to see nobody harm nobody. Like it's time out for that. Like we ain't got to choose sides on the situation. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and it was a video, so you can see everything you need to see for yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Sam. All right, Miss AK-47. Girl, I'm scared of you with that name.
Girl, he fucked up posting.
47.
He fucked up posting his location.
Nope.
My bad, Nick. Look, and I watch you all day, every day, girl. He messed up posting his location. He should have just went where he was going and left it like that. He ain't had to let the world know where he was going after he went from promoting where he come from. Knowing niggas out.
The location of the hookah lounge.
He posted his location. Yes, he did.
The hookah lounge?
Where he was going. Yeah, where he was going. He said it in his live where he was going. That's why a lot of people was like, why would you even post your location? You know niggas like you hot. You know you got people out there ready to come at your top. So why would you even share your low? I would have never done it. And that's what I wanted to say, girl.
See that he said that he was going to the hookah lounge because I know he was at Opium. He was promoting and he was slated to be there. But where did you see that he said that he was going to the hookah lounge?
One of them when I was in my news feeds, one of them blogs had posted him posting his low where he was going after he left from the promoting at the club.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like he shouldn't have even told that. He shouldn't
have that he did. I didn't see that, but
yeah, he shouldn't have posted. He shouldn't have never done that. And that's where a lot of niggas getting messed up at. Girl, back in the days, you could not catch a nigga on social media with no phone held up like this, talking about where they at. Not no real nigga anyways. These little boys, they doing too much. So, hey.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
All right, Weezy Mac.
How you doing, Nick? I just wanted to say I agree with everything you're saying. It's a sad situation, but like you said, we gotta call a spade a spade. That trip, the hookah lounge wasn't planned. He went there out of nowhere, didn't even tell the manager. People was confused. They roll up, he hops out the car. First thing he does is steal on the dude. Unfortunately, if I was Quando's homie's defense lawyer, I'd have him home by Christmas. Like Georgia's law is not exactly stand your ground, but you can defend a third party if you believe the use of illegal force is imminent. Play any one of Von's records, and it would be reasonable to believe that the use of illegal force from his side is imminent. Play any one of the record. He's on demon time. He hopped out, stole on dude. His boy popped him. Like, is it sad? Yes, but it's got to be a lesson. Look how fast things can go left, and someone ends up not going home that night because of a split decision somebody made. We got to think. We got to move better. We got to move smarter. It had nothing to do with security. Oh, we should have had better security. Security can't do their job if you don't sit your behind down. He hopped out the car and punched the dude. It happened so fast. He had 15 dudes behind him. I think it was reasonable to suspect Quando might have got a mud hole stomped in him if his boy didn't act. And it's sad, but I bet you he's going home. I bet you he's going home.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with homeboy, man. Like at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is, and like we gotta call a spade a spade. So I definitely agree on that. And it's unfortunate. It's street stuff, you know, and like I just want to keep saying that regardless if he was a rapper, he's still a street individual. So he still had that mentality. I know the last caller was saying like he had changed his life, but I think he kind of did remove himself from some situations, but at the end of the day, he didn't change to the extent of it was just what was that last year when they got the case down there. The dude who they actually did that to down in Atlanta, he was a VL from Chicago. He was the ops, you know what I mean? So they seen somebody from their own city down there, allegedly him and Dirk and two other OTF members, which the fourth member ended up getting knocked down in Miami before he could even be charged. That was just a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago. So I mean, I still like this music. I still like Von's personality as an artist. Like it made really, I ain't gonna cap. Like what I heard about him and what I knew about him from his past is what made me like him more than his mute. Because I mean, he was a good rapper, but he wasn't like outstanding. It was everything that came with it that made him appealing to somebody who likes hip hop and you know what I mean, street music. You feel me? So it is what it is, man. I mean, I hate it for him and his family. I definitely didn't want to see it happen. His album had just came out, but a week prior to that, I got a live stream that I screen recorded where Von was saying like it's times like this that we gotta take in and enjoy the moment because you never know when you're gonna be down again. You never know when you ain't gonna be here again. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like he knew how he lived. Von of all everybody else is probably more surprised than he would be himself. You feel what I'm saying? Like this is just the life you live. People ain't gonna understand it because they haven't come from that lifestyle that Von come from. I don't come from. I mean, the bodies. It was like 3 people had got hit in Chicago when he went on that trial. I mean, this is a dude who fought a murder case. Like I don't have that mentality. I've never fought a murder case and beat it and came home and got rich. You feel what I'm saying? He came home and start rapping after the murder case.
That's crazy.
I think he dropped that story track in 2018. It's 2020. So from him dropping that to now, look where he was at. He was up from beating a murder case, coming home, dropping a single, and getting what I think his manager said a 3 project deal with Empire, not signed to nobody, owning your own masters. Man, you can't tell me nothing. Man, nothing y'all can tell me. I got a bulletproof truck. You know what I'm saying? He went back to his hood and gave out $100,000. Like, man, just think of the mentality of this 26-year-old man. You feel what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah.
It's sad.
All righty. Well, I guess we pretty much covered everything. Shout out to y'all in the chat. I can't do too much. I feel like a lot of people think off of emotion versus logic. And so that's why we see a lot of the comments. They're in an emotional state about losing King Von, which is very sad and unfortunate. And condolences to his mom, his children, his family, his friends. It's a sad situation all the way around. But I think that a lot of people, they think with their emotion of him being gone and want to make an excuse, and they want to make a reason as to why, and pin somebody to blame it on, and take accountability from everybody but him. And it's not talking down on him, but certain situations happen that are very unfortunate that sometimes are out of your control. So rest in peace to King Von. Speaking about what happened and just being realistic about what happened is not speaking down on him. Nobody is out here disrespecting him. He's well respected and well loved, but you guys also have to be real. You know what I'm saying? So condolences to his family. What do you want to say, Amadi, in closing?
Yeah, I just want to say, just back you up on that. Nobody's trying to make anybody in this situation, whether it's Vaughn or Quando, because we could be saying something crazy about Lil Tim if we wanted to. Ain't nobody picking sides on this situation. Just people reporting on this and people giving a commentary on it. They're basing it off of what we can see. Now, if you see things a different way, that's cool, that's fine. But we are allowed to express how we see it as well. And at the end of the day, man, we can't turn a blind eye to the lifestyles that nobody was living. We heard from the manager, and I feel like the video backed up a lot of the stuff that he said versus what other people like Asian was coming out saying. So I appreciate you letting me come on and chop it up with you.
All right, and y'all be sure to check out Amadi's page. It's Amadi the Ruler here on YouTube. If you want to stay connected to the streets, you really ain't gonna find too much more street stuff other than this Vaughn situation on my page, because I talk about girly stuff. But if y'all want to be up on what's happening in the streets, you keep your ear to the streets. Definitely follow Amadi the Ruler here on YouTube, because he gonna keep y'all updated on what's going on with M03, Vaughn, Yellow Breezy, 600 Breezy, whoever, on all of them folks that I ain't gonna keep tabs on. So,
all the breezies.
all the breezies. Beezy, Breezy, Leezy, little, whoever. He go keep you up to date on all them. So definitely check out his channel. But all right, y'all.